Good morning. Bruce Kirkland from the Toronto Sun Media in Canada. And the question, starting with Denis, but anyone else who wants to pick it up. And if you just glance at the plot, it sounds like a Hollywood thriller that we've seen 1,000 times. You study the film and you scare the hell out of me, Denis. But there's so much more. There's layers upon layers, and it's a moral tale that's really complicated. So I'd be fascinated for you to describe how not to make a genre movie, but to make a very sophisticated human thriller.
Yeah, that's what attracted me from the start to this screenplay. That it's not we saw a lot of thrillers, but what Aaron was able to build, which is this idea of having to see the whole spectrum of human reaction towards violence and torture, the way they depict it, and that's why I felt in love with this story. It was about the what it was meaning, the depiction of this world. I mean, maybe I didn't took enough coffee this morning.
I can help. I think I can say a little bit. Just having worked with Denis on two movies in a row is his sort of desperate love of themes, you know, and trying to find all the sinews that connect to a number of themes that have inspired him when he's read a script or when he's interested in a character. He always wants to add on to those things, and I think that's why all of us are sitting here, is because when we probably had our initial meetings with him about the project, you know, we as actors always have a lot of ideas. I would speak for myself, usually mostly not very good, and he's always encouraging of them because he's looking for those tiny little things that he can attach to the main ideas that he wants to tell the audience. And so as a result, what you have is this incredible crew that's picking those things up and bringing their own many different ideas to those themes that he's expressed to everybody. And then he's also, I think, really inspired by other people's ideas and takes them on, and they're all in there. So he's never ever rejecting an idea, at least without listening to it intensely and seeing if it fits into his main plan. And that's what I witnessed in working with him in two movies is that, and I think that's what you see as an audience, is just many layers and many ideas, that some of which he's loved and some of which he's not, but he's put them all, as many as he can fit, into this one story.
I might add to that. I know you're going to hate this, sorry, Richard, but Bruce, it's a great question, and I'm just going to take it back a year or two before, and I want to give props to Kira Davis, the producer down the end here, and everyone at Alcon and Warner Brothers, because the script came towards me probably a year before Denis came on board, and I loved Aaron's script, and Kira loved Aaron's script, and it was a kind of script that could have got made like that. It could have become a more generic thriller, as you say. It could have veered that way, and Kira was like, "We've got to find the right director." And it was a year later when Kira came to me and said, "You've got to watch this movie, Incendie," which embarrassingly I hadn't seen, and you've got to meet Denis, and bang, that was it. Because in the DNA of Aaron's script was a more ambitious thriller. Not just one that grips you, that keeps you on the edge of your seat, that you leave going, "Oh, I was scared, that was great," but one that actually makes you contemplate and think for days after, on many levels, I think. And so hats off to Kira and Alcon for having the courage to make a more ambitious thriller, and thank goodness they introduced us to this man.